Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another update regarding the Montgomery Brawl, specifically about Reggie Ray. Y'all know that there were different GoFundMes going on for him. I believe his attorney started like a community fund and it looks like it has now raised over $200,000. We will be getting into that, but also what I wanted to make sure that we talk about is what happened to the GoFundMe that Reggie's girlfriend put out. How is that one performing and what actually happened to it? So we'll also talk about that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get on the screen this article by Love B. Scott, who details exactly where the fund is at this time. Okay. The one that was created by the attorneys. All right. So it says fund for Reggie Ray charged in Montgomery boat brawl passes $270,000. A GoFundMe page for Reggie Ray, the man who wielded a folding chair in last week's viral Riverside Brawl in Montgomery, Alabama, has now raised over $270,000 as of Monday. All right. Now, they're saying on Saturday, August 12th, Reggie was seen leaving the Montgomery municipal jail after turning himself into law enforcement, which I felt was crazy because y'all sat up there and said that y'all just wanted to have a conversation. Come outside, Reggie. We just want to talk. We just got a few questions, but the whole time y'all just wanted that man to come down there so that y'all can arrest him. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. They said in a statement posted on Instagram, Lee married a civil rights attorney who's representing several people involved in the melee, confirmed Ray's release. Now, Mr. Reggie is out, he says. He is in good spirits. He got a speeding ticket on the way home, but he was relieved to discover the community showed up for him and others in such a strong way. Not the officer knowing that this man just left the police station and you're going to issue him yet another ticket. Girl, just show up to court. The officer probably not going to show up his damn self. But anywho, Lee Merritt says, as of early this morning, each of our clients who faced arrest as a result of their alleged involvement in the incident at the Montgomery Riverfront have been released from jail. The criminal charges involved amount to no more than misdemeanors if outright dismissal is not warranted. Okay, the Community Response and Recovery Fund has raised $156,000 at that particular time. All right. They said a team of attorneys, investigators, and professional service providers are working to ensure their needs are met. Okay. Now, they said he also noted that Ray was involuntarily roped into the disorderly conduct initiated by a violent white mob, but has been cooperative with law enforcement concerning the investigation. They say the now infamous Riverfront Brawl was sparked when a group of white boaters refused to move their small boat. You mean boats? Okay, from a docking spot that was embarked for the Harriet II. Now, when Damian Pickett, who is the co-captain of the boat, attempted to speak with the boaters, with the group about moving their pontoon boat, he was attacked by several people. In response, several bystanders came to Pickett's defense, which resulted in a brawl. All right. Since the incident took place, many believe that the attack could be categorized as a hate crime, as the 16-year-old that was assaulted, the white 16-year-old that was assaulted, his mother heard racial slurs coming from that white mob. And she also is planning to press charges against those individuals, especially the person that ended up assaulting her child. Okay. Now they're saying while Crystal Warren, an employee on the Harriet, claimed that the boaters called the dock worker the N-word, one participant in the brawl, Mr. Anwar Price, a black man, said the race was not a factor in the brawl. That's what he said. All right. Now they're saying a lot of people are trying to promote this as about racism, and I don't really think this was a racism thing. I think that it was, and for you to go on any platform and to say that it wasn't, see, this is my thing. Y'all are limiting the conversation only being about what was said during the brawl, when a lot of us see this as a racial issue based on how they initially perceived the man that went to move their boat. You see what I'm saying? Based on how that entire situation was handled. When he first came down there, moved the boat over, whatever the case was, it was the disrespect right out the gate. It was the assault right out the gate. You know, it was just like all of that. And I know y'all want to try and blame alcohol and blame this and that. And you really can't, because y'all starting in the middle when the assault took place. But as far as the brawl, y'all starting in the middle as far as the brawl, but we started at the very beginning, because they already have a disdain or whatever, in my opinion, for black folks. Okay, y'all good enough to work for them though. Y'all good enough to work for them, but it don't mean that they have to respect you in any form, shape, or fashion, which is what I personally feel was displayed at that time. So it definitely was giving racially motivated, for real, in my opinion. Okay, y'all break it down how y'all need to, but what I'm not willing to accept is y'all coming to the comments trying to make it seem like it had nothing to do with race at all, because that I disagree. Anywho, they're saying in an interview with the Daily Beast, Jim Cottrell, which is the captain of the Harriet, argued that racism had to be the key factor that compelled the group of white men to attack the dock worker. Okay, and the captain is white. All right, he says the white guys that attacked my deckhand, and he says the white guys that attacked my deckhand, and he was the senior deckhand first mate. I can't think of any other reason they attacked him other than it being racially motivated. Come on, sir. All he did was move their boat up 3 feet. It makes no sense to have 6 people to try to beat the snot out of you because you moved their boat up a few feet. In my opinion, the attack on Damien was racially motivated. Okay, so I'm with him on that, because it started right out the gate, whereas y'all is trying to start in the middle on what words were said versus what words were not said. Okay, so miss us with the bullshit, please. Okay, but in the meantime, in between time, I want you guys to know that the Community Response Recovery Fund, which is the reason that we really are here discussing this at this time, has reached $283,820. Their goal is $300,000. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like this goal was not originally $300,000. I believe that it was lower than that. And it seems like every time they reach their goal, they move the goalpost. Okay, y'all helped them get 150 some thousand. I really don't even think it was that high at one point. Okay, now we're saying that it was at 270 some thousand. Now it's at 283,000, and the overall goal is $300,000. Now, if I'm just being real honest here, y'all, in my opinion, I don't think, because we haven't even heard of a whole lot of people that have been arrested. We're not sure yet of the additional arrests to follow. Now, in my opinion, $300,000 for Reggie, and who else was arrested? Because he's the only one that we know. So who else was arrested? Community Response Recovery Fund. I just feel like that's a whole lot of money for misdemeanor cases now that I'm thinking about it. And I don't know. And then the fact that I know it started off as one price and then y'all moving the price, the goalpost, is kind of like, it does give a little sketch. The only thing that would not make it sketch a bit is if you guys were to make this an overall fund. Should something else like this happen down the road, you would use this money to go towards that, which is where I see y'all moving the goalpost again too, because originally it's for the people that were impacted by the Montgomery Brawl situation, right? And if nobody else gets arrested and it's only Reggie or whatever, and he has a misdemeanor, and you could likely get that dismissed, to secure an attorney or whatever, I could see being is like $5,000 probably, just to secure you to handle this misdemeanor case. Now, there may be some traveling of some sort, but I don't see it extending more than $10,000 in my personal. You don't need that many investigators as you guys listed in your thing. And I'm not trying to come down on y'all. I'm just being honest about my opinion. Attorneys, investigators, and professional service providers. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. No. I don't think that it's worth $300,000 in my personal, unless y'all finna use some of that money, as the girlfriend was trying to use some of that money for, to give Reggie money for days that he had to take off from work. In any future days that's going to come up for him to have to take off from work because he has to be in court. And I'm sure y'all are going to take care of that traffic ticket. Y'all either going to get it thrown out or y'all going to pay for that for him, which is probably less than $200 or whatever the case is. But 300 racks, I don't know. But we shall see. We shall see if more people are going to get arrested. I have not heard of any new additional arrests to come down the pipeline. So I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like this might be a little bit too much. Because I know when the girlfriend was just asking for like $20,000, y'all feel like, girl, that's a little too much, right? I didn't think the 20,000 was that bad, considering the fact that, like I said, she mentioned the different things, that he was gonna have to deal with as far as him not being able to be in work, whatever. He could potentially lose his job because of this case. Who knows? So I was like, okay, I'm with her on that. But y'all felt like that was too much. But with this one, let me know, because it's supposed to be a community recovery fund for everybody that's arrested involving this case. But right now, we only know of Reggie. So what's really going on? Are more arrests coming that y'all know of or something? Like, I don't know. Just explain it to me. In the meantime, let's go ahead and hop over, because I want to get into the girlfriend. Okay. So I went over to her page once I learned that the fundraiser and things were, doing very well, 200 and something thousand. I went over to her page and I started scrolling looking for her GoFundMe. And I noticed that there are no more pictures here. Okay. These items are old that's on her page going, back to June. So this is before the incident took place in August. So she does not have any details on her page. But I did go and I searched to find out where does it stand now, because I do remember her putting her GoFundMe up. She did receive about 5 donations that equaled up to about $270 of the $20,000. Now, it could be up on her page, but it could only be up for family and friends versus it being up for public view as it was previously. But at this time, she only made $20,000. I'm sorry, she only made $270 of the $20,000. And I really think that's for 2 reasons. Okay. One, it was so many scams that was already out there. Somebody already racked up probably 10,000 off of a lie saying that they were Reggie's daughter or whatever the case was. So that was a scam right there, and people already donated. Some people are just not trusting and sure who they should or should not be donating to. And in addition, at the end of the day, if it's going to help him get out or take care of his legal fees, they would have much rather donated to a legit fund to where they know is right based on the attorney connected to it and the other activists. This is why they chose to just put their money over here. I can't say I blame them, because I don't necessarily blame them. I mean, these scammers be popping up all kind of places. I know I typed in Reggie's name over on I typed in Reggie's name here, and it was just so many people that popped up, like, all these different GoFundMes and stuff that just popped up for Reggie. So, people are lying. Thank God a lot of these are saying $0 made, but a lot of y'all was over here trying to scam. So you don't know who to give what to. That's why you just got to do your research, honey. And if there's a direct Cash App, a lot of people would prefer to just send the money straight via Cash App to that person versus GoFundMe, because you could just never trust what's really going on. And then also you get quicker access to the money versus, with GoFundMe. But I just wanted to come to you guys real quick, give you guys an update and let you all know where things stand as it pertains to Reggie and the overall community recovery fund that was created. All right. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below and let me know how you're feeling about everything that we just discussed today. I am JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.